Okay. Right, I just bogged my hard drive on my Apple iPhone 5S, and I bogged it to the point where I can't delete any files. I have to dump it onto my desktop and let the desktop do the deletion. So now I'm just going to do another quick demo. So there you go, we're going to in the system now. So now we've got to basically I think we're going to go black and white for a change. So for those who are not familiar with copier art, xerography, which is basically what drives this, it's another word for toner based, but it's often used in photocopier art. Well, I call my version copier configuration art, because basically this is it. I'm configuring a copier pretty heavily now. Not many people do this stuff. I did actually meet someone in Manly who still does it, which is odd. But he's one of the ones I can't get to through my social media, funnily enough. So basically he's going to be cleaned up, well, in the media scrum. Now the thing is, I'm not doing this as a media stunt, right? So get that straight. I'm not into that sort of silly stuff, you know, but basically it has to be done for the sake of getting these nerds and geeks inspired, because they don't believe in themselves. And I can't get to very many of them. A lot of them I just can't reach. It's so annoying. It's frustrating. You know, the self-destructive behaviour on the street I saw in Melbourne and Brisbane is absolutely a disgrace. It's not. I'm not putting them down. I'm basically gunning for them, trying to help the poor characters. You know, they're not acting like the way geeks and nerds I imagined what they were when I was young. They're behaving out what we call out of character. It really grieves me. Now, there's a feature clash, okay, bizhub. Now, I keep doing these feature clashes even though I'm so familiar with bizhubs. I've got one in my bedroom, a C353, right? And still, I mean, this is ridiculous. Copier design, it is dumb, and people are not happy, including those who are in the same demographic as the ones who commission the design of these machines. IQ 100, neurotypicals, normals, sad, money and greed is going to bite them. We want to help them eventually, but the nerds have got to be inspired. Otherwise, I can't get them I mean, many of them are inspired, but I can't get to many of them, so we need the media to get through their TVs, my inspiring work, because laughter and creativity, believe it or not, works. So we'll just call it rat. We'll just call it rat bag, okay? Because we basically are being treated like we are. Where we are, we behave like rat bags. Of course, we don't get, you know, rat bag, okay? I'm a rat bag. But I'm a good rat bag most of the time, but I'm not perfect. Damn, I hate that word. Okay, so we're behaving like rogues and rat bags. Well, if you're a geek, I understand, right? I'm not going to accuse you, I'm not going to dob you into the cops. Those cops are a bunch of rat bags, but I'm not going to make trouble for them. I'm not into that. Intuitively, I've always known that they're a pain, and I don't like to provoke them, right? I've been in trouble with them myself. So, yeah, they pick on you for anything. Now we've got criminal records for real because we're so disoriented. Now, I'm not disoriented, right? I know what I want, and I know why we want it. We want to help mankind. Okay, so basically, yeah, careful with the bypass. Thank you. So now, I'm just going to... Now we're going to build a self-guided photocopier. Corporations are falling down. KONICA Minolta is my takeover target. I've got somebody who wants to help, who's got the money for it. So there we've loaded bypass. Right, I've already set the thing up earlier. Okay. So now we have to do, we've got plain paper. And we just go click. Yep, got to make sure that's auto detect. I think that'll work. Careful, bypass tray, it's a weapon. So, yeah. Hard to know when you employ auto function, so now we've got bypass set. Okay, it's time now to give the copier system a rumble. What we do with this copier system, okay, let's have a bit of fun with this dumb thing. Alright, there you go. Woo! So yeah, this bypass tray, yeah, someone walked into it and it didn't break. Isn't that, it's one of the great things about KONICA Minolta. There you go, out comes the vapour, out comes the output. Ooh, yeah, it doesn't look too really good, but it's a start.
We need to go.
Okay, someone's going to do a print job, but print takes precedent over photocopy, so this thing will cut me off automatically. So we're going to do something. We're going to detour ourselves into something a little bit more sophisticated here. But this thing, most people can't work this out. They shouldn't have to. So now we're going to get coloured. I think we're going to cut this off. we're going to show something really funny about this copier. It's a real scream when we do certain functions. So now we're just going to set the colours up first, and now brightness, we're going to go again, wonder whether brightness first or set up the RGB functions. Now I'm going to bomb out my money here because, oh man, but you know, I love photocopying. You know, one day we're going to design a self-guided photocopier. We use the best artificial intelligence and get millions of uni grads off the dole queues and out of the streets, and you know, mankind will benefit because we really want to help. You know, when I was young, I always dreamed of the future, but the future ain't what it used to be. Well, pseudo-echo basically. The future, well, yeah, whatever. Look it up. It's really disappointing. It's a letdown. The future never turned out to be the future. It looks like a load of rubbish. Our planet's in big danger. So now we're just going to start with this. We're just going to set the profile now. We're just going to punch it into mode. Yeah, here it is. It's about to print. This is why it's called a multi-function device, MFD. Right. It's very confusing. So we're going to delete wrap bag for now. So we're going to rub our wrap bag, and we're going to write wrap bag again. Yeah, wrap bag, wrap bag, wrap bag. I'm a rat bag, but I want to do it for mankind. Got to rebel sometimes. Rat bag. There you go. Okay, we're going to try something. I don't know if I'm going to get it right. Again, you know, sometimes I want to do something, but intuitively I don't get to do it. But I want to try something. There's something funny on this machine that I don't have on my C353. There's a bit of a variation here, but I don't know. It's going to be a little bit more complicated. This is a bit more heavier to understand. This is called stamp composition. So this is kind of amusing. Now this one also is a bit different, was more sophisticated than my C353. So now we've got density at 100%, color auto color. Now trying to decide if we need the density to be that, or we're going to go composition transparent, but normally transparent background composition original. Now this is a bit non-intuitive here. So now we've got to do something with this machine that's kind of amusing, which will show a funny. There it is. Look at this message. So it says here. We'll just zoom in on it. We'll just bring it closer. Place the overlay images with the selected color. Not sure I really understand. Now, what the hell did Konica Minolta put that in? I reckon the little guys in the R&D labs were rebelling against the corporate culture of you got to create this copier system fast. You got to create this copier system on a tight budget. We are under pressure. We are sick to hell of being pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. We know this copier system will fail. Well, why? But we have to do it because we will get terminated from our jobs, and that's really, really not right. That is just so bad. So basically, we'll just call it R&D, or we'll just call it rebellion or rebel. All right, we're just going to call it rebel. Okay. Yeah, my mother called me that, didn't she? Okay, rebel. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're going to try something. Okay, now this is going to go on the platen first. This is an interesting feature called overlay. Now, this is quite a non-intuitive function. It's a very hard function to master, even for a person like me. So down goes the platen cover. Well, no, we won't call it a platen cover. It's a dock feeder. Duh. That's me. I'm doing it to myself. Now, basically now, we've got to scan this thing into the copier. So again, I hope I'm doing this right. If this thing's outputting, I'm going to be yep, there it is. That's the first scan. Right. So now we have to remove our original, which is this sucker. And maybe we'll do something, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, from a previous demo, we're now going to put this hand, this red hand, which is a makeover. Makeover? No, we're not talking about makeup. I know this place sells makeup. It's a chemist shop. But no, this is what we call a make ready. In printing terms, it's called a make ready. It's when you're trying to get the image right. Okay, make ready. Okay, not make over. The photocopy industry needs a makeover. In fact, you could say, like Batman says, it needs an enema. I'm serious. It's not funny. I'm using satire and comedy and nerd speak, but this is not funny, right? In the end, human lives and livelihoods are at stake. But, you know, what can we do for the time being? So there we go. Oh, this would drive everyone nuts, the beeping noises. These machines need artificial intelligence. They need to be sentient. That's going to take a lot of time and care to design it. Not for the normal people, I'm afraid. Now, this didn't turn out terribly well. Ugh, yuck.
Sorry, mate.
So yeah, I muffed it. I failed up, right? Now, that's silly. Copier systems are indeed a pain in the bum. I'm serious. Now, I've forgotten whether to do the colour image first. So, the colour, the image that goes over the top will go first. So, I don't know whether to... We'll do this. We'll do a double colour, okay? We've got someone... It's not easy doing this in a public place. Nah, that's fun, you know, something different. So now we've got to set copier system up differently while we're in the fly. Right, so now we've got basically a really wishy-washy yes, because when the image is, I don't know, I'm confused. Not sure I really understand, yes. That's quite a timely little message that comes up on a commercial machine here, is not sure I really understand. And I feel that way myself. Not sure I really understand is basically it. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to get anything good out of this. Basically now we're just going to try again, but yeah, not sure I really understand. It's an interesting term. So now we're just going to, now the thing is, it normally wouldn't work in negative mode, but this machine, my bizhub C353 will not do this in negative mode. It will not overlay in negative mode. So maybe that's the thing. How do you know the difference between each make and model? I mean, or each build or version of bizhub? It's stupid, honestly. I mean, I can't keep track. I don't have access to the industry, but the thing is, it would take a long time to learn what the different bizhubs. I mean, KONICA Minolta's released so many machines that look similar, but they're all slightly different. That's the bypass tray. That's the way it sounds. This one makes a good. I like that thumping noise because it signifies it's well made, it's solid. But you know, but maybe. In our self-guided photocopier, we don't want to make too many thumping noises because normal people don't need to. Oh man, this is like totally tripping. You, this is worth it. Okay, we're just going to show these up close. So this is the first one we did, and then the second one was a failed attempt at overlay. Well, you can see a few shadows, but I won't throw it out. It could be used for something, I'm sure, reprocessed. And then the third one is like a total whoa, flowed with my intuition overall. Look at that. Now that's really got X factor. Look at that. That's the overlay function. That's pretty much at its best. Close to, well, not at its best. We can't say definitely, but it's pretty close to it. It's very good.